At some point in my life, I just wanted to be a stay-at-home mom and just stay home with my kids. And it was mainly because I did not want to be waking up in the morning and going to work. So I thought that being a stay-at-home mom was going to save me from that hustle and bustle of waking up in the morning and having to go somewhere. Welcome, guys, to today's video. This is Homemaking with Shiro.
Take you where you belonged. If I could, I would get something new, then I would have what it takes. Make you feel like you're safe, 'cause all I need is just someone like you, someone like you.
Before we get into the details of the video, I am here trying to teach my son how to make eggs. He has really been showing an interest in what I have been doing in the kitchen. And, as a mom, you just have to take up the responsibility and just take up the task of teaching your kids the things that they show interest in. So he wanted to learn how to make an egg. Actually, he wanted to do ugali, but I was like, today I'm not making ugali because already we were doing mashed potatoes and he would help me mash that. So I told him we could not make ugali. So he said, okay, can I make an egg? And so I am here trying to teach him how to do that. Of course, with supervision and just making sure that I am holding his hand, because the speed at which this boy moves, his hand can move from that fork to the cooker in a second. Like, you just remove your eyes like this and he just touches the cooker. We've had incidents where he's just done random things and you're just like, how did he even do that? That one will be a story time for another day. So anyway, he was so proud of what he had done. I've also shared like a video of him cooking with me chapatis. Like, he just has like an interest of cooking and just doing what I am doing in the kitchen and copying what I am doing. Then he went and took it to his dad and his siblings for them to taste, and he was so proud. So when he got the approval, he came back and now we continued making our meal. So here I am using my Chef IQ cooker. This thing is my saving grace. Like, cooking, it has just made cooking so much easier. And every meal I cook with this thing, I feel like, yeah, it has done me justice. So I'm just going to be mashing the potatoes, and here he is again trying to help me. So I had to take like a really long wooden spoon so that he's not near the fire, because he just wanted to stir and just be there near the cooker. And sometimes you just let kids be kids. When they are interested in doing something, you just let them be, as long as you're there to supervise. So we're making the mashed potatoes, and yeah, he's just interested in doing that. So I give him the the benefit of doing it, because it's better that he's here than he's on the phone, because they also spend time on their phone. So when they take a break, I'm just like, okay, let's go for it. Let's do it.
Someone must have made me feel bad, but who I was and what I had to get.
So how I make my mashed potatoes is, after I have boiled the potatoes, I will then again fry them. This time I just fried them with onions and green onions, like normal onion, red onions and green onions. Sometimes I normally add garlic if I don't have the green onions, but it adds a really nice taste to it. And it also makes the kids eat without a problem. So what I tell them is that this is a Brazilian mashed potatoes with corn, and that is how they're going to eat. But if I tell them it is mashed potatoes or it is mokimo, they'll just be like, I don't want to eat Kenyan food. So I have to make up names for them to be able to eat and for them to just have an interest in eating Kenyan food. So this meal they really enjoyed, especially my son. He really ate it because he was like, oh, I've cooked for myself. This is my food. So he was proud of eating something nice and something that he had made. So I'm here just being a very nice mom and serving everybody their meal. Then we're going to have dinner, and I'll catch you guys in the next part of the video.
Trust.
Good morning, guys. It's the next day, and I am making breakfast for the kiddos. It's time for them to go to school. And today we've woken up late, but we are going to make it on time. They're supposed to be in school by 8, so we're just going to rush, 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 and they're hopefully they'll get there on time. So I wanted to share with you guys how life has been, especially on the homemaking and just maintaining the house side of things, because it has not been easy and it has really been an adjustment for us. And I have been sharing that in most of my videos. I have been saying how it is so different and it is not what I expected. And yeah, it's just it's just been a journey and a season of lessons and a phase of figuring a lot out. When I was in Kenya, I used to tell my hubby, I want to quit my job and I just want to stay home and just be with the kids and just, take care of you guys. And it's not like my nanny was not doing a good job. She was doing an amazing job. And I always tell her that she was such a blessing. But I think it was just more like, I don't want to wake up in the morning to go to work. I don't want to deal with Nairobi traffic. I just want to stay in bed and just bum the whole day. It was not that. I really, really wanted to stay home. It was just, yeah, being lazy and just not wanting to commute and going to work. So now here, when when we came here, it was so different. Like there was that excitement of, oh yeah, I'm going to be in the house. I'm going to do everything by myself. Now I have like free time. But that was not the case. By the time it hit me that all these responsibilities are on my back, like the kitchen work, keep housework, taking care of the kids, getting them ready for school, taking care of the house, doing laundry, doing all these things, just maintaining the home. And then on top of it, I also have to work and make money. It was just like, what? When it hit me, I went through a phase where I was so angry, so bitter, so depressed, so unhappy about everything. And I was just like, this is not what I signed up for. This is not what I signed up for. And I remember I would call my parents and I'm just like, how did you do it? How do I do it? What do I do? And yeah, it was just a lot. So the thing with living abroad is that there is no luxury of having like nannies, and there's no luxury of hiring someone to just take care of your kids. Like, it is very, very expensive, and taking the kids to daycare is also another expense on top of it. And here everything is charged per hour or per day. So you'll find that when you take the kids to daycare, you're going to be paying like $200 a day. And now with 4 kids, you're going to be paying 800 a day or something. And it's just crazy. So the daycares here, they are nice, but very expensive. And there's no point of you paying the money for a daycare and you can stay home with the kids. So at some point the kids used to go to daycare, and that's because they used to do like after school programs. So we would drop them at daycare, or they'd be dropped at the daycare and then we'd pick them up. But then right now, when I started working night shift full time, I was just like, I'm home during the day, so they can just stay home. When I work at night and I am in the house resting, then they can just stay home. And it has been an adjustment for real, yo. So it took a lot of mental work and a lot of acceptance, and just going through the stages of accepting the changes, accepting the reality, and just finding a way to train my brain to know that this is it, this is what you've signed up for, and this is what has to happen. So we really had to work together, and thankfully my husband is very understanding when it comes to housework. Like, expectations are just not like at 100%, like up there, like everything has to be clean all the time. Like, even with our nannies, we always used to tell them, like, your priority is the children. Prioritize the children. The housework you're going to do later, as long as the children are okay. You deal with the housework when the children are okay and calm. And that is also one of the other things that has really been stressing me, because sometimes the kids can just be all over the place. Mommy this, mommy that, mama this, mama that. And it's just like, can you just give me a break? Like 5 minutes, just 5 minutes. But then I realized when these little kids are full, like their stomachs are okay, then they will not disturb you. So a lot of the times you just have to have food available 24/7. And that is one of the things that I've really been trying to work on, and doing like meal prepping, doing batch cooking, and just ensuring that there's always food for them to eat. So that when they're asking you, Mommy, can I have rice? You just go and remove the rice and warm it for them. Can I have spaghetti? You remove the spaghetti for them and warm it for them. Because otherwise, you're going to be cooking every single day, every single minute of the day. And it is just overwhelming. So the other thing is also about housework. Like you just have to come to a common ground and actually help each other. Like typically, like there are some men who just don't believe in doing housework and just don't believe in like stepping into the kitchen. But honestly speaking, when you come here, you really just have to support each other, and you just have to come to a common ground and help each other. Like if you're washing the dishes, then somebody else is sweeping the floors. If someone else is tidying up the sitting room, then someone else is making the bedrooms. Like, I mean, you'll still do like most of the work because you're the one who knows how things are and how you want things to be. But your spouse, your partner, also genuinely just has to have the willing heart to help, like simple things, like just wash the dishes, just put away the dishes, or just help with the children, clean up, tidy up, school runs here and there. Like us guys, I think now we've come to a point where we are like consistently dividing the tasks half and half. Like do the dishes here, cook there, help me to prepare dinner, help me with the kids, help me with that, like you just meet halfway. And you cannot do it all. Even if you really really wanted to, you cannot do it all, because at some point you're going to figure the breaking point, and it's just going to be like, mm-mm, you cannot do that. So this is how we are surviving. Like we're just helping each other, and you know yeah, making it work. And here is my support system. He's always coming to the kitchen when I am doing something, just to remind me we are in this together. And that just gives me the energy to keep going. So you really have to support each other. And also, the other thing is the fact that, like, for us guys, where we are, it is just us. Like we do not have like family, and we have also not made friends, or like had people who we can like 100% rely on. So it's basically just both of us working together, and just us as the family, and just the six of us. That is all we have, and that is all we got. So that is the life in diaspora. That is the life that we're living abroad, just us in our small kababo. But it's not that we are not willing to make friends, or we are not willing to go out there and socialize. It's just that we just have a lot of responsibilities, and and as we grow older, as we grow wiser, we've come to realize that not everybody who calls yourself themselves friend is a friend, and not everyone has their best interest at heart, like for you. So yeah, so sometimes we just prefer to just keep to ourselves, and just keep our friendships on the baseline. Aside from the friendships that we really made back home, like the really strong friendships that have like a strong foundation, I think we find it really hard to now start building a friendship from the bottom. But maybe someday we'll get there. But for now, we're just us, and just the friendships that we made back home, which are still standing up to now. So yeah, trying to get now help, external help from outside. Like, can you babysit for me here? Can you stay with my kids for 2 hours as I do ABCD? Like, yeah, that has not really happened, and I don't know if it is going to happen, but we don't know. Ya Mungu ni mengi. But anyway, yeah, it's been like this year. I have really embraced everything, and I have been more positive than the first year. The first year was I was like maybe 70% positive, or maybe even 50-50, just depended on the days. But this year I have been more open and more open minded and more embracing. And I've always like just been reminded, especially by my parents, they're just like, you know what, you don't have to like always like all the time you're just running around. Just have time with the kids, ensure that they are enjoying the space. And I used to find myself like exactly what my parents were saying was like, just let them enjoy being kids. Let them get dirty, let them dirtify the house, let them do ABCD because they're going to outgrow them. And soon enough, you're going to miss all those moments of them, just because you used to be like, oh, don't do this, don't do that, don't touch here, don't, like when you clean a space, oh, don't do this, don't do that. Like just let them be and just let them enjoy that homely space that you have. And that is something that I am also trying to embrace because sometimes I'm just like, okay, I've just cleaned this place and you people. So yeah, I am really embracing telling myself it is okay, it is okay, it doesn't have to be perfect all the time. And you also cannot be doing everything like the same day. You also have to divide your tasks, divide your stuff, divide everything that you need to do. It cannot be done all day. And also monotony can get you really overwhelmed. It can really take a toll on your mental status. So don't stress yourself. That is what I have come to learn by the way. Don't stress yourself. In as much as you really want a routine and just to have everything in order, don't stress yourself. And also don't give yourself pressure because especially when I watch other like homemaking videos and I'm just like, oh my God, how do these ones just, maintain their homes 100, like everything is just in order, especially with children. I'm just like, this is not real by the So for me, I've just decided by the I'm not going to pressurize myself. Whatever I can do, I can do. Whatever I cannot do can wait. Like a dirty plate will not make the world go down. It is just a one dirty plate, and we can deal with it whenever we can deal with it. The most important is that you're okay mentally. You're not exhausted. You're not exhausting yourself. You're not draining yourself of the little energy that you have. So that is just how I've just been surviving. Like your mental status just has to come first. Cleaning and all these other things can just come later when you have time, when you have the energy. Just do it when you have the energy. Don't break your back. Don't break your back. So those are some of the things that I am learning as I am surviving abroad and just being a mom. And of course, as usual, as always, trusting God and just asking God to, give you strength and just help you keep positive and just to see the light every day and just to serve with a happy heart and just be thankful that you have this opportunity to take care of a family, to take care of a home, to nurture and grow a family, like just being thankful. So yeah, always trusting God for positivity and positive outcomes. And when we feel low on energy, we just get reminded that it is all going to be okay. It is never that serious. Everything does not have to be perfect, but you can make it perfect. Pole pole. So anyway, that's all I wanted to share with you guys for today as I was doing my morning cleaning. And yeah, hope you have enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think. And I am not scaring anybody. I'm just letting you know that you need to be mentally prepared when you come to this diaspora life, especially if you've zoead having like nannies and having help. Just be ready because you need the strength and you need the mental capacity. But you know what? That is not our portion. God brought us here for a reason and we are not giving up. We are going to make it or make it. So I'm not scaring anybody. Just letting you know that you have to be mentally prepared and you have to maintain a positive attitude and a positive mentality. I hope you have enjoyed the video. I have enjoyed spending time with you guys and sharing with you all as I did my morning cleaning. Hope you will consider subscribing to the channel and, of course, leave us a comment down below and give us a thumbs up. Barakatele. We'll see you in the next one.